So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the crash that is currently happening due to Trialblazers and what sort of cards you want to go and invest in to rebound and make some good money this week. So just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch for the cheapest trading guides out there for just £4, €4, all free. With Amazon Prime, you'll receive daily trading and investing guides covering PlayStation, Xbox and PC with an array of methods covering all budgets. And I've been trading for over 10 years, making over 100 million in multiple different FIFAs, and now for the last 4 years I've made 10 million coins in just the first month. So currently there should be a good market crash for the likes of the Trailblazers promo that we're getting, and as a result there are a few things that you guys can go and pick up both this evening and tomorrow. So without further ado, let's go and talk about the first thing you can go and invest in. Now, fodder has gone up for the POTMs that came out, which I'll be honest with you, I didn't madly expect, because normally POTMs are so expensive that the demand to actually go and complete them is very, very low. But what's happened is they've actually dropped some relatively decent value for money as it goes. As in, like, his inform was 500k, his POTM is only 200k more for a 1 rating above. And Liao, I mean, isn't actually too good value for money. Bear in mind, he's like triple or quadruple the price of the gold card. Really not so amazing. So what that has done though is has risen fodder a little bit. We've seen the likes of 87s, 8s and 9s rise. That's because he needs 2 88 rated squads. And obviously if you look at the amount of players who are 88 rated or above, there's way less than obviously if we're looking 86 and 87s. But don't let it distract you from the point that there are investments in fodder this weekend. So fodder is traditionally the cheapest between 10 PM and 10 AM the following day, aka 10 PM on Friday through to 10 AM on the Saturday. Now, if we don't get a good SBC on the Saturday, it'll actually be 10 PM on the Saturday through to 10 AM on the Sunday. But I would not recommend gambling that. I would say you want to play it safe. So the fodder that you can go and buy is the likes of Berardi, Parejo, and Cobble, 85, 6 and 7s. Now, these sort of players are going to be really useful for your cheap, well-demanded SBCs. These are going to be well-demanded for potentially the Declan Rice that comes out. Probably a bit underkill for Rodrigo, but these are like your cheap. If SBCs are high completed, they'll normally use these sort of cheap players. Now, running into a higher rated, you've got 87s, 8s and 9s, and these are going to be going in for your hero SBC that we should see later in the week. And again, the more expensive but well-desired SBCs. Again, it doesn't madly matter which ones you go with, but if you want last week's best return on investment, it was 86s, 7s and 8s. All of this fodder had around about a 25 to 30% rise between the time I'm recommending and Wednesday after 6 PM. And obviously the really high rateds have done really well with the likes of POTM. On top of that, we do have compensation because EA has messed up releasing the FUT 23 packs you got from Objectives. Now what's going to happen there is they're going to give compensation and give you more upgrade packs. Believe it or not, more upgrade packs does not drop fodder. More upgrade packs actually increases fodder because what happens is EA gives you a bunch more untradeable fodder. You go, thanks for that untradeable fodder, what you can do with it? Complete SBCs. Are you going to have enough rating with those SBCs or enough players? Probably not, which means people go out and actively buy 85, 6s, 7s, 8s and 9s because the fodder that they want to go and the SBC they want to go and complete, they don't have enough players of. So untradeable fodder being given out untradeable in packs does actually increase the price of tradable fodder because it means more SBCs are completed. So like some 87s, 8s and 9s again are also a nice buy. Most optimal investments probably going to be 86, 7s and 8s. That's going to cover both cheap player SBCs that are well demanded, expensive SBCs that are well demanded, and then stuff like icon packs and co. So that is fodder. And again, 10 PM BST Friday through to 10 AM BST Saturday. Second investment you can go for, which is quite a nice little risk-free sort of investment going into this afternoon/evening, is buying outer pack special cards. So we are talking RTK Team 1, RTK, well, Team 2 kind of, Team Week 1 and Team Week 2 and Team Week 3. The reason these are really nice is because we see a drop this evening because of weekly rewards. Obviously, weekly rewards are going to have heroes, icons, current promo team, current team of the week, and that's about it. And it's not going to have RTK Team 1. It's not going to have Team Week 1. It's not going to have Team Week 2. And it's not going to have Team Week 3. Which means if we can see a drop of about 10% from what these players were yesterday, we should see a nice rebound. I mean, this trend literally occurred last week, if I can show you the likes of Kante. Kante, on the Friday, or again, this would have been like Friday midday, I can probably show you here, was going for about 90k. He then got very heavily panic sold and went down to 70k, 75k. But then throughout the week, he then rebounded all the way up here to 100k. So what we can see is basically players drop with the panic selling, but then rise even higher. We can see the percentage drop was 86 down to 75, which is why I say 10% is a good rule of thumb, because he did go a little bit cheaper than 10%, but let's say even you bought him a little bit more. Let's say you bought him there at 76. You are still making really, really good money on the likes of Kante. And again, you can do this for any of the well-demanded Team Weeks 1s, Team Weeks 2s, Team Week 3s, or RTK Team 1. Now, you can potentially do this with RTK Team 2, but I'll be completely honest with you, I'd be surprised if this team drops out of packs. If we looked at RTK Team 1 last week, they did not really drop out of packs. The only player that drops out of packs was Openda. If we show you Kalulu, what actually happened is these cards got very heavily panic brought after 6 PM. I mean, there's him being panic sold a little bit going into 6. And there's him absolutely skyrocketing. 35k in about 4 hours. And it's just due to people panic buying because obviously stuff goes out of packs. So I would not advise the current team, RTTK team, this evening. I'd advise Team of the Weeks. I'd advise old special cards that have gone out of packs. And yeah, that's about it. Sorry, Team of the Weeks, recommend fodder. If you want to buy the current Team of the Week, current Team of the Weeks are a buy on Saturday, so not today, but tomorrow. And you're going to buy them anywhere from 12 midday BST all the way through to 5 PM BST, because that is the cheapest time last week, and we believe we will see a repeat there. Now, if you want to go and know the best Team of the Weeks, you're going to go over to Footbin, you're going to go Players, you're going to go to PGP, you're going to go Versions, you're going to go Squads, you're going to go Team of the Week 4. You're going to click on Games, and what this is going to do is it's going to show you the most used players. Now, I, for the life of me, do not really understand why Giroud is the most used player, but he is one of the most used. So the best investments from this current Team of the Week are looking to be Giroud, Sterling, Aubameyang, Milinkovic-Savic. I would be a bit sceptical on the likes of Lukaku, but then you've also got Koeman. You can go Romero if you want to. But arguably, the higher up here, the better they are to buy. And you're going to buy them anywhere from 12 midday on the Saturday through to 5 PM BST. So just before 6 PM, because after 6 PM there's a bit of a rise. You can see a drop Saturday evening, but I doubt that'll be too present. So that is current Team of the Week. Now we've got a slightly more risky play for you to go and make today, and that is going to be the meta cards. Now we saw a really, really nice rise on some of these gold meta cards last Friday. In fact, I can grab you Rodman. Rodman went down to 38, then rebounded on the Saturday to 50, and then rebounded on the... Sorry, yeah, on the Saturday to 50, and then all the way up to Tuesday went up to 60. So the meta cards had a really good rebound. Again, they're the cheapest, anywhere from about midnight UK time to about 5 in the morning. So basically, what you want to do is you want to buy them just before you go to bed. Again, if you're bed at midnight, happy days. So that's kind of the trend. I expect midnight-ish to kind of be the cheapest. And again, even if you bought at midnight, which wasn't the quote-unquote cheapest, if we can grab that there, 43, still making 5-6k after tax. And if you're going to sell here, you're going to make 15-16k before tax. So the players you'd be looking at buying in terms of metas are going to be your WSL expensive forwards. We're looking at Morgan, we're looking at Dabina, we're looking at Swanson, we're looking at, where are the last ones? Rodman. That's about all she wrote. Dunn probably also wouldn't be too bad. Now the second players to these are the French players. French players, as always in FIFA, are some of the most well-demanded cards in the game. We've seen some brilliant, brilliant rebounds here on DRB, 40k there to 48.5. And again, he would have got even cheaper. I mean, his absolute low was 35k and he rebounded up there to 48k in about 72 hours, I believe. So selling these players, you can either sell them on Saturday if you wanted to go and reinvest in Team of the Weeks, as in I could go and buy DRB here, or here, sell him up here, and then go and buy Team of the Weeks around about here, or alternatively I could just hold on to DRB. Again, it's good to diversify your investment in multiple different ways, but you can see actually it wouldn't have been too bad to go and hold the likes of DRB. So for French players, do I recommend going and picking up? Griezmann works really well, not Couture works well, Myangalong works quite well, Batcher should work quite well, Guerreiro should work well, would stay after Dembele for now, Conde should work well, Hernandez, Varane, DRB, all working well. And I'd say Kolo Muniain is a really, really good cheap option to go for. And I'd say that is about all she wrote. Kimpembe and Mendy also would work in terms of cheap, low rated. I say cheap, low rated. And that's about it, really. I'd say you've got Team of the Weeks on the Saturday midday. You've got fodder Friday evening through to Saturday morning. You've got meta French and the WNSL strikers between about midnight on Friday to about early hours in the morning. You've got, let's say, current Team of the Week, and then you've got fodder. I think that's about it, really. And then, oh yeah, old special cards, they're down 10% from what they're averaging on Thursday. And again, you're going to go and sell them on the Monday, Tuesday. But that should hopefully cover absolutely every investment that I do recommend. I do have the prices for all these on my subscriber training guide, but nonetheless, if you follow those sort of times, you should be pretty good for prices to buy players. Thank you very much for watching today's video, and I shall see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.